This is Vicchi, artist, healer, educator with Embodied Spirit Work, a technology that grows beauty love consciousness so that going within means never going without. Thank you for joining me. This is it's Vicchi with Embodied Spirit Work. Embodied Spirit Work was gifted to me about 17 years ago, and it's all about growing beauty love consciousness from the I presence, from the present moment. In today's episode, I am talking about three things: singularity, sovereignty, and the collective. They're a mouthful. They're a lot. But in today's episode, what I want to talk with you all about is the golden thread that weaves these three components of our life living path. And what would you guess it is? What is the common component that weaves these singularity, sovereignty, and the collective? Well, for me, with Embodied Spirit Work, it's about the breath. The breath. I have been practicing and teaching yoga since the mid 80s. So that gives me 40 years. Wow, 40. Say it. 40 years of living experience of what the breath offers us. And in these episodes, what I like to bring to our awareness is not merely having an intention, but having an intention and then letting that build and grow our awareness. The breath is it's the only thing that keeps us alive, but doing it intentionally is the key to building awareness. So let's just take a moment here and take a big breath. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Another full body breath. And exhale. Just tap in, tune into how you're feeling now. And maybe your concentration is hopefully a little bit more expanded with some depth. And that was about 10 to 15 seconds of doing a conscious, intentional breath. Now, we're going to need, we always need, but end in these current times. We really would like to stay grounded. Is that correct? I'm seeing a lot of yeah, that's right. And as we move forward in these current now times, I'd like to identify singularity, sovereignty, and the collective. Knowing that the breath is the golden. Has anyone ever said you're golden? Or this is golden? or the golden sunset, what does that conjure up? Conjures up incredible uniqueness, one of a kind, hitting the mark, like sweet spot. Our birthright gives us our singularity. And in that initial moment, that initial coming out from within, coming out from our mother's womb and out into this third dimension, we gasp. We take that big first breath. No one really has taught us how to breathe. We learn. And as we learn that our breath is our baptism into our singularity, into our life, into our uniqueness. And as we grow and learn and get taught and experience and remember, we become sovereign beings. Yes, I'm not saying that conditions and programs and cultures don't overlay their beliefs or what they feel to be true. That is a definite, and that is what does happen. But in this conversation, what I'm talking about is this golden thread of our purpose through our breath that we take initially, that gives us our singularity. And as we begin into this world, this 3D dense, amazing playground, amazing schoolyard, we learn how to become sovereign through our breath, because we have things that are bumping us and pushing us and wanting different things from us, not that we can't give, but through the efforts of knowing our sovereignty, our path, knowing that is what makes us strong and resilient and have good boundaries and be able to then move into the collective. Yes, often we think that it's collective into sovereignty. But we have to remember, it is not hidden, it is forgotten that we are sovereign beings, making, creating, joining, merging the collective. It's a collection of sovereign singularities. It's a collection of the big breath. That is the golden rule. That is the goldenness of these times. And what I'm specifically pointing to is the post-COVID era. Now we're in the mid 2020s, and you know it. If you're listening to this channel, then we are of the same thread. The idea has caught on. Okay, so I'm going to end this conversation, this beautiful channeled message, with namaste. Keep breathing, and in that breath, that body breath, that wave of life force, source energy, we know that we are singular. We have a sense of our singularity and sovereignty in this collective. And as we move into the Aquarian age, more and more and more of us will be acknowledging, recognizing, and dancing in the streets. Thank you for watching. It's a real pleasure to make these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe.